Do the Chicago Bears coaches prefer Tyson Bagent over Justin Fields? I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out. Let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking, of course, NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears and here to talk about kind of the smear campaign that took place last night on Sunday Night Football in the Bears-Chargers game against Chicago Bears quarterback Justin Fields, okay? Multiple times throughout the game, if you guys were watching, Chris Collinsworth was just absolutely in a love fest over Tyson Bagent. I mean, I get it. The kid's a UDFA, man. It's really, really hard to make it as a starter in the NFL. He's technically not a starter. He was starting for the Bears, but it's really hard to, get to that level from a D2 school. I get all of that, man. But when you are between the lines, nobody cares. Like I said before, if you were a 5th-round pick, 6th-round pick, UDFA, 1st-round pick, a number 1 pick. All they care about is if you can play or not. But to insinuate that, and Chris Collinsworth did, that the Chicago Bears will have Justin Fields study Tyson Bagent. Let me repeat that. He said that the Chicago Bears will have Justin Fields study Tyson Bagent. Is unreal to me. Tyson Bagent in 2 games, and this is not a knock to him, by the way. All right, the kid is not set up for success, just like Fields hasn't been. But in 2 games, Tyson Bagent has put up 162 yards and 233 yards. The second of which, a lot of it garbage time. But you're talking about a guy in the second of the game against a much better opponent, really led the team to a blowout. And no touchdowns, by the way. Velus Jones Jr. dropped 1. But my point is, you want Justin Fields to study that guy. So it led me to believe, look, Chris Collinsworth is saying this on national broadcast. I don't think he's just pulling this out of thin air and just airing it out. He must be getting some word from the coaches. He's probably got a source or two with the Bears coaches that maybe they prefer coaching Bagent over Fields. Now, look, I don't believe it completely, but you tell me who else would get this type of treatment when they've been a starter, right? That a backup comes in, a UDFA, and, a broadcaster would say that, oh, yeah, the starter should learn from the UDFA, when clearly the starter's been better. Tyson Bagent, again, not a knock against him. But if you are judging him at the same level as Justin Fields, we got to, compare and talk about it. And that first game, the Bears won, which Bagent started. He did good. He did solid. But were his numbers really eye-popping? No, they weren't. And so that's why I'm saying I don't think this has to do with that. This has to do with what I believe is, sort of the smear campaign going on about Justin Fields is, do the Bears coaches actually prefer Bagent over Fields? Because Fields, number one, has already aired them out earlier in the season when he basically said that, he's playing robotic and the coaching hasn't been good. Remember that? He kind of let the cat out the bag in that one. And then number 2, Tyson Bagent, for better or worse, runs the offense that Luke Getsy wants. Now remember, this kind of has already happened for the Bears before, years back when we had Jay Cutler and Josh McCown. Jay Cutler had more talent, but Josh McCown ran the offense better. I'm not comparing it apples to apples here with the two to Fields and Bagent, but I'm just saying, look, if you didn't want Justin Fields, why did you come here to coach him? And that's a direct question to Luke Getsy. That's a direct question to Matt Eberflus. And that's a direct question to the Chicago Bears coaches. If you did not want to coach Justin Fields, why did you take the job here? Because it just seems like they prefer Bagent and is sort of do exactly what I tell you to do demeanor over Justin Fields, who can create something out of nothing. It seems like they refuse to play to Fields' strengths. Luke Getsy will do it for about a game or 2, and then he'll revert back. He'll be like, oh, yeah, you played great, but no. Let's go back to my offense. Let's go back to screens. Let's go back to quick throws and dump-offs and whatnot. And so, again, I'm not saying I know any of this for a fact. All I'm saying is it was very strange to hear Chris Collinsworth say what he said on the Sunday Night Football broadcast. And now we get word that Fields is out against the Saints. Already he's out. So does that mean, hey, he might be able to play, but they want Bagent out there? At least makes you think, right? It at least makes you think. So I think there is something to it. But man, the coaching has really, really let us down this season. Really let us down. Let me know what you guys think, man. Am I crazy here? Do you think the Bears coaches prefer Bagent over Fields? I don't think I'm crazy here. I think there is a side of Luke Getsy that looks at Bagent and knows the kid's going to do exactly what I tell him to do. And he's not going to run out the pocket and create something, even if it's a good play, that Justin Fields will. See, the difference between Bagent and Fields is if the play breaks down, Bagent won't do anything. And it'll just be a dead play. If the play breaks down, Fields can make something out of nothing. Not saying talent is everything, but I'm saying that's the difference. You guys let me know. Think I'm crazy? Then explain it. Leave a comment down below. Give me your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.